What is going on, guys? Sid here with another episode of 5-Minute Boss Battles. And guys, today we have the most nostalgia-filled episode there possibly could be for a millennial growing up that had a Sega Genesis. Guys, this game came in every damn bundle for the Sega Genesis, and guys, it is none other than Sonic the Hedgehog 2, right? So, if you grew up in the 90s, right, definitely the early 90s, remember, if you guys aren't new to the channel, you knew that I started playing my Sega Genesis in 1994, right? January of 1994, because I came in 1993 to America in December, right? So, guys, this was my Christmas present was obviously a Sega Genesis, and, this was literally one of the first games I owned, if not the first game that I owned. Guys, it's also one of the games that I actually hated growing up. I hated this game so much, right? And a lot of Sonic purists are probably like listening to this right now and they're rolling in their graves, right? I actually had, fun side note, fun little footnote, I actually had a friend in high school who was Sonic obsessed. Yes, he was everything about Sonic. Anything and everything about Sonic. This guy was well off into his 30s still loving Sonic. Guys, to some people, it's a very polarizing game, right? To some people, it was an absolute classic and an absolute gem. And to other people, it was just a meh experience. And I was one of the guys who thought of this game as more of a meh experience. It was a decent enough platformer. It was one that we all had. But for some reason, I could never get into the flow of Sonic, right? I always felt like my flow was being interrupted. But of course, you know, every time you lose, you pick up all the coins and then you absolutely lose them the minute you got touched, right? And that just irked me. It drove me insane, right? And that's gotta be one of the reasons why I kind of hated this game, but also maybe it's just the aesthetics as well, right? But every kid growing up, regardless if you loved or hated this game, you had this game as a millennial. You literally had your Sunny D, you had your fruit snacks, your fruit roll-up, or your fruit by the full, whichever one you preferred, right? And you were watching Legends of the Hidden Temple, and you were playing Sonic the Hedgehog if you owned a Sega Genesis. Literally, guys, that was the 90s. And of course, Are You Further Dark and all the other, you know, things that people remember from the 90s. Like, this was a 90s staple. Like, no joke, you had this game. If you didn't have this game, you are lying. If you're a millennial and you did not have this, obviously I'm exaggerating, I'm being hyperbolic at this point, but the game was pretty much straightforward, right? The runs in the game are straightforward, and obviously I am not a Sonic expert. I don't, you know, pretend to be. It's introductory. That's usually what 5-Minute Boss Battles will be for most games, unless, you know, I completed the game as a kid, right? And I completed a lot of games, but this one in particular, yo, literally everyone that you speak to will remember this game. And a lot of people still play Sonic now, right? There are a lot of Sonic purists around, right? And you'd be surprised of how long this game has lasted. And it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward for the first level, and then it gets progressively difficult, right? This game is really difficult. But guys, I hope this brought back some insane memories. It was only a matter of time before I touched on Sonic, and the first level is the easiest to clear. Obviously, it's going to be the only one I do clear because I hate this game. But guys, you're going to love it. This has been Sid. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Hit that like button. Cheers.